I would like to conclude this kind of global overview by giving the floor to Peter Sweatman, who is coming straight from China, from a G20 meeting. Peter, I don't know if you can help us to conclude this kind of global overview by giving your latest insight of what is the discussion from China.
So, big challenge. I have a minute to give you a global overview. So I think what I will do is just let you know that so important do I think the G20's view of energy efficiency investments that one of the things that I'm very hopeful that we'll hear leaders talk about in July when they meet in Hamburg is the G20's Energy Efficiency Investment Toolkit. So you heard Adrien Boulier mention that I was the rapporteur of the European Energy Efficiency Financial Institutions Group. So we worked for over 3 years on that, and simultaneously the United Nations Environment Programme decided that it would be good to try and get G20 countries together around similar issues given the success of that group. I'm pleased to say that 3 years later we were able to do that, and this sort of toolkit which I'm holding was the thing that took me to China, and it was the thing that we launched in Hamburg a month ago, and we launched in Asia together with Chinese financial institutions, including some of the largest in the world. 122 banks, $4 trillion worth of investors have been supportive of this work, and most recently a commitment from public financial institutions who are somewhat leading in the subject. The reason I hold this document before you and suggest you read it is because on page 41 in box 3.2 we talk about how green tagging can catalyze energy efficiency financing, and we reference this group and we reference this work. So, so I'm pleased to say that you know, each of the G20 countries, of course, is a world unto its own and is at a different stage in its development. However, what we've done here is take best practices, of which we're confident this actually is, highlight it to the other countries, and then specifically within each of those jurisdictions, work with the leading financial institutions to try and bring together the upscaling in this energy efficiency challenge that is necessary. So I suppose the key message, without necessarily answering your question by being able to give a global overview, but a partial global overview in a product that's very much hot off the press, is highlighting this initiative. And personally, myself and Nick Robbins, who you're going to hear from in a panel later, who also is responsible for rapporteuring for a G20 task study group on green finance, which you've heard about, are both confident with respect to our own work that joining these themes together through access to the energy performance and banks' balance sheets is going to be a quick route to success in terms of delivering the outcomes that we all want. So thank you, Luca.
Thank you, Peter.